What is going on YouTube? It's Sankey. We're back with another one. Alright guys, it's been a green day in the markets today, and if you guys remember, I said as you go through this correction, you are going to get those green days. So I know you would have seen a nice jump up in your portfolios today. And for those of you who've been sticking to the strategy, that is catching those cheap plays out there in the market when they've dipped down, this is just a reward from the market to you. And you can think of this as a taster of what's to come. Now the real prize comes if you guys can weather this entire correction all the way through with me. Now I know we've had a lot of fallen soldiers. Hopefully they can dust themselves off, get back on track. But for those of you watching, success is just around the corner. So keep up the good work. And I see you guys down in the comment section picking up some great plays out there in the market. Now what you guys must know is going forward, we're not quite yet out of deep waters. The market's still going to be volatile. It's still going to be choppy. So if you do see a pullback, any of your plays from the level they're currently at, don't be disheartened by this in any way. Just make sure you guys are sticking to that strategy through and through. And if you take a look at the portfolio, you can see we've made a nice rebound up today. Now I've had a lot of you reach out to me and you're surprised how I'm so comfortable when the market's volatile, when the portfolios have come down. This is because I've been investing for a long time. I've seen many corrections and I know what happens when you're invested into quality plays, because it's only a matter of time, as I always say, before there's a rebound, you're going to make good returns. So the investing is just a process, and this is one that you're just going to have to go through. You're going to have to get comfortable with the ebbs and flows in the market. As you guys build up your stripes as investors, your tolerance for this is going to increase. Now, before I kick things off, I want to touch on the US 10-year Treasury yield. So as you can see, we've cooled off from the 1.6% that I showed you guys yesterday. That's why we've seen a positive reaction in the markets today. Now, going forward, we want some stabilization or further cooling off in this yield. Otherwise, we're going to get that downwards volatility in the market. But I'm going to keep tabs on the yield for you guys. Now, in this video, I've got a couple of plays I want to put on your radar because they've got some good growth potential this year. So I want to make sure you guys either scoop them up in the markets or at least put them on your watch list. Now, before I get to them, I need you guys to hit that like button for me. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button, join the journey. Without further ado, let's jump into our first one. Up on screen, nice BCRX, ticker symbol BCRX. Now this one's been a great play to hold over the last few months. Those of you in this play, you know exactly what I mean. So as you can see, nice steady increase in that stock price. And over the last few weeks, they've held firm even in market volatility. Now what you guys must know about BCRX is they have their product, which is a treatment for HAE. They have FDA approval in the US and also Japan, and we're waiting on EU approval. And that could act as a good catalyst to push that stock price even further. So as you can see, we're holding 125 shares in this one, return almost 30%, and we are going to hit the double up on this play. They've got big potential with their products. Now another hidden catalyst with this play is they've got other products in the pipeline, and if these are pushed through and they receive FDA approval, again, that's some good news that can push that stock price even higher. Now when it comes to these biotech plays, I ensure I do my diligence on them to make sure they got a good product and they're going to make good revenues. There's a ton of biotech plays out there that make sky high claims, but they're only able to deliver down here. So you want to tread carefully with these biotech plays. This is a good one, however, to add to the portfolio. If you haven't already done so, strike price on this one is under $12. You want to wait for that slight pullback in that stock before pulling the trigger. Alright guys, so our next play is New Technologies, ticker symbol NIU. This is the electric scooter company that we've been rocking with for months now in the portfolio. So just like the rest of the EV industry, this one's come down heavy over the last couple of weeks, but you guys got to ignore the noise in the market and grab these dips. This is just another dip for you guys to scoop up and add to the portfolio. So as you can see, strong performance today. This is off the back of good news from their earnings. Now you guys know it's very testing and challenging times for these plays right now out there in the market. So for this stock price to increase at this level after earnings, you know they delivered the result. With this play, there's good international and domestic opportunities as they continue to roll out their motorbike. And as you can see, we're holding our 40 shares in this one, return just over 10%. And this is another double up candidate as they continue to scale their business. And we see that rotation of funds back into the EV sector. Up on screen, that's Bloom Energy, ticker symbol BE. Now, I'm not going to spend too long on this play, but this is another solid one for the portfolio and definitely holds its ground against some of the greats in the fuel cell and hydrogen industry like a plug. So as you can see on the month's performance, opened up a good entry point. This play's come down over 30%. So it's looking like a good one to pick up on the cheap, add to the portfolio. It's only a matter of time before we see a rebound in this play. Now, even if you've got fuel cell and plug within your portfolio, this is just another one to help you guys diversify. Up on screen, that's Fisker, ticker symbol FSR. This is another electric vehicle play that I want to put on your watch list. Not only are their cars a very nice design, they're at the lower price point, so they're going to have good customer appeal. They've also got good manufacturing partners such as Magna and Foxconn. these are the kind of characteristics that you want to see in an EV play. Now, they're also gaining a lot of pre-orders right now for their vehicles that are soon to be released. Now, with a market cap of just $6 billion, this one has a lot more room to run as they scale and build their business. This is how we're going to play this one. Currently selling at $22, we're going to wait for a pullback below $21 before entering into this play if you haven't already done so. Have to remember with this play, because they're in production mode, got to remember to set your stop limits and stop losses on this one in case there's any delays or issues with their production down the line, which are going to send that stop price down. Alright guys, so those are the plays. You're now set and ready. Let's get it. Now, I've spoken to you guys about the strategy of buying the dips, and it's great to see so many of you doing so, but what you could also do is sell the bounce. This is just another strategy for you guys to consider. So as you know, right now we're in correction territory, but we've got a green day. So every now and then you're going to get those green days like today. This just offers you an opportunity to take some profit from some of your plays. That is selling the bounce, because we're in a current downtrend, but you have that positive day. Now, the idea with this one is going forward, you're expecting market volatility, that downward trend to continue, and a potential pullback in your play. So why not take profits now rather than the profits being taken away from you? Now, this strategy definitely suits someone who's going to be active in their portfolio, spotting those daily opportunities. Now, I'd be selective with which plays you do it with. I wouldn't do it with every play in the portfolio. Now, what you guys must know is it's not a necessity to use this strategy to create wealth in the market. You could just leave those quality plays in the portfolio to run. That's all you need to do. But this just gives you an option. Now, using this strategy is going to allow you guys to exit some positions, rebalance your portfolio, free up some cash. You've got that dry powder to deploy into the markets another time. Now, I'm going to give you guys a play that's a good candidate for the sell the bounce strategy. So up on screen, that's Marathon Patent Group. This is the crypto mining play. Now, the patrons now gave them the buy alert for this one yesterday. And here we have it on the day, almost 30% up. You guys know over here we crush these Bitcoin mining plays week in, week out, because I've always got my eye on the price of crypto. Now, we know that crypto prices can be volatile, so in anticipation of a potential price drop in Bitcoin tomorrow or next week, gives us an option to sell out of our position in Marathon or sell out some of our position and net that profit ahead of any headwinds in the price of Bitcoin. Because if the price of Bitcoin comes down, it's very likely the price of Marathon is going to come down too, taking away your profits from you. Alright guys, Morocco with the channel, you know what time it is. Now, this question comes from MA, says, I have to say that seeing you over 5k down in your account and you're so chilled and even excited has calmed me down a lot. You said that you expected some more volatility. How much longer do you think it will take before the market gets back to normal? And how long do you think it will take for the plays to get back to their previous highs? Now, I'm glad I managed to calm some of your nerves and help you guys remain focused through this correction. Because when it comes to investing, it's a process, it's a journey. The market doesn't just go straight up. You're going to get some volatility in there. Now, within the community, I know some of you have been investing for less than a year. This is the first time you've seen headwinds in the market. What you guys must know is that as you build up your experience, you are going to see these kind of movements in the market again. But next time you come into them, you're going to be more prepared. Now, for those of you who've been investing over a year, you guys will know when the pandemic hit last year, it had a massive impact on the portfolios, came down significantly, and that made this movement that we just seen in the markets look very small in comparison. So you guys know the portfolios in the market really can move. Now, in terms of when I think things are going to rebound and correct, as we go through this month, I think we're going to see some stabilization in prices. As we head into April and the summer months, that's when I think you're going to start seeing that uptick in the prices. Now, all-time highs is going to depend on the play that you're in. Now, as I've said before, each play is in a race of their own. So some will rebound quicker than others. But if you're in the quality plays I've been putting you guys on this channel, it's only a matter of time before they rebound strong and hit their all-time highs. Now, as I mentioned, I do expect another pullback in the markets in the later months in the year, the September, October time. Now, for those of you who didn't do it this time round, do remember, set your stop losses, set your trailing stop losses on these plays so that if there's any downwards pressure in the market, you can cash out and net that profit. Alright guys, that wraps things up. Do hit the like button for me, helps the channel out. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, join the journey. Also check out a link down below to the Patreon where you can get access to our Discord and join our team of investors over there. Now, as we progress through the rest of the week, I'll be coming at you guys with a ton more videos to ensure you're prepped and ready to crush another week in the markets with me. So as I always say, check into the channel each and every day. Stock market's rapidly moving, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.